It's time for the feel-good stories that inspire us to shine in Reason to Smile, presented by Creating Smiles Dental. When you're running a race, a little encouragement goes a long way. And ever since 2015, Spencer, the therapy dog, has been cheering on runners at the Boston Marathon. The now 12-year-old golden retriever is known for holding Boston Strong flags on the sidelines, and as you can see, runners even stop to pet Spencer along the course. Well, these days there's also the mantra Spencer Strong, because Spencer was diagnosed with a tumor back in 2020 and then another in 2021, and his owner wasn't sure if he'd make it to the race this year after chemotherapy. But Spencer is a fighter. Not only did he return to the race, he was also named the official dog of the Boston Marathon. And how lucky are we? We are welcoming Spencer and his owner, Richard Powers. And we see Penny, Spencer's niece, is also there on Richard's lap. You're a lucky guy to be with those two, Richard.
Yeah, I'm thankful. I'm very grateful, and I'm very lucky to have him.
We see Spencer, he's got the blue bandana around his neck. Let's start with how he's doing, because he's been out there every year since 2015, but I'm sure this year was extra special because you weren't sure he was going to make it after chemo.
Right. Yeah, we were very, very nervous. I mean, he miraculously he survived the first round, and it was a miracle he made 2021, and it was very emotional that year. And then shortly after that marathon, he was diagnosed with a tumor, and this time, sadly, it was cancer. And we didn't think, we didn't even think he'd be here for the marathon, let alone be able to make it to it. But he's a miracle. A lot of people showed a lot of support for him, and everybody's positive vibes or whatever. He pulled through. Tumor was removed, and we consulted the best people to find out what the best treatment would be, and we decided that we would try the chemotherapy and monitor it, and if it wasn't the right path, we'd change at any given time. His comfort and well-being was 100% priority. He handled the treatment like a champ. He had one bad day, but other than that, he was doing his regular 1.5 to 2 mile walks every day and playing frisbee. He's doing great. We did a checkup before a week or two before the marathon to make sure everything was going well. And his ultrasound showed a nice clean thing, and they don't have to really see him again until July sometime. So
oh, that's
things
good news.
Doing really, really well.
That is great news. Let's talk about that day. My favorite thing is to see people's reaction to Spencer. They're running the race, and as a runner, you care about time, but for these runners to stop, hurt their time, to take a selfie with Spencer, why do you think he means so much to so many people?
It is kind of amazing. It just blows my mind that, there was probably at any given time, there's 20 people waiting to get pictures. I mean, we got messages like, we saw him, we said hello, but we didn't have time to stop because it was a line. And I think that he's a symbol of hope and inspiration, because he shows you can do it. And it's like you're stronger than you believe you are. And you survived. I get emotional thinking about this, but you should survive everything you thought you couldn't. And I think that just gives people a big sense of, just a big rush to keep going. And it's a symbol of hope. And everybody has a Spencer story, whether it's own personal struggle or they know somebody who's just trying to just pushing forward, and things might not be going the way you want right now, but it's just all of a sudden it'll be a turn, and you can do it. And I think everybody can identify with him, because he's just a regular guy out there, and if he can do it, you can do it. So
that's beautiful. He and Penny were both born to serve, though. They're just special dogs. Tell me a little bit in the last 30 seconds that we have about what their daily life is as therapy dogs.
It's not just a marathon that we do. We do this on a regular basis. We visit schools, hospitals, assisted living, private visits. Wherever they're needed, they will go and give a pick-me-up where needed. And, it just really does make a difference. And, I've received messages before, and the most heartfelt letters saying what these dogs have helped them through. And it's just something about these dogs are very special. And therapy dog, it just makes a tough situation much better.
Amen.
So we just do wherever we're needed, we go.
Richard,
and it's all volunteer.
Thank you so much for taking the time. Spencer, Penny, thank you all for giving us a reason to smile.
Well, thanks so much for having us.
It's a pleasure.